polluting. And one thing he also gave time. And we started wasting this time, polluting this air. But God is still kind to their children, you see. He also gave the solutions. How to clean the environment, how to depollute the environment, and that solution itself lies in your solar energy, in your wind energy, and in your cleanliness of the land for the Swachhata Abhiyan. If you replace all the fossil fuel, all the toxic gases of greenhouse gases also, and use the green energy, environment will be clean. And once the environment is clean, if you do not have any pollution, the nature is good, the beautiful nature what you got, of course the peace.
There should not be any disease also.
Of course, when the pollution is not there, all the diseases you know what air pollution causes and what the your noise pollution causes and what. But one thing is there. This may bring the materialistic peace, but the mental peace which you have to get, that comes with the spirituality, with the science of consciousness. It comes what Vivekananda said it. And I derived one equation, you see, and last time I was there in the Moscow State University, and I gave the lecture on ecological systems of the transportation or something like that, and also I gave the peace equations. So there is a mathematical equation which I derived and discussed with the MIT professors and erudite professors like them also, and it is on my Environment Peace Foundation that peace is inversely proportional to the entropy. Entropy means disorderliness. In the mathematical language, I am not going to the mathematical language so much or the derivation of the equation, but what it means, if you remove the disorderliness, so you come from back to office and you find the things are scattered. It's dirty, your floor is dirty. You get annoyed, you see. And the peace which was existing in your family will not remain. Anywhere, if you remove the disorderliness and bring the orderliness, the peace will give happiness. So the peace, once the peace is there, happiness. Now, how to do that? If you can, again, peace is directly proportional to the happiness. And happiness will only come with the three positive A. You must have the attachment. You must give the attention to the people, and you must give appreciation to the people. With these three A positive, and then what should we leave? We should leave three negatives A. That is, leave it anguish, leave it anxiety, and leave it anger. Kodadi bhavati sammoha, sammoha smriti vibhrama, smriti vanshad buddhinasho, buddhinashat panashyati. So this is the thing. So these are the practical ways. And again, I appeal to all my vice chancellors and the education. Now, in my country, there is expiry date of professors, but we don't stop working. So, I tell my working friends now that I am going to the school everywhere. Please include at least in a month, if not in a week, one period of cleanliness. Where right from top level vice chancellor to the peon, they do the cleanliness. Remember one thing, 30 seconds were left for me, because, well, that's also I was a wing commander in Air Force, and the time punctuality to win the enemy is very important, you see. Otherwise, the enemy will bombard you before you bombard them, you see.
Now we can create peaceful solutions.
So, the last thing is that you must do the action. Plantation is a very good thing, no doubt, but you must sustain those plants what you have put it. And you must find the scientific and technical processes to clean the environment, because the plant will take 10 years. That's what I gave lecture in NASA. Can you wait for 10 years to grow the plant and remove the global warming? Answer is no. So you have to find the technology. With this I appeal everybody, let's put it into action. At this one Swachhata period, you should put it. Tell your young students, young brains, faculty, other things, to find innovative methods to depollute the environment and create the peace by the method. Thank you very much, and very kind of you, sir.
Goswami Sahab ne. Now, we have half an hour time left. At, say, 4:45, your lecture will start for 7 minutes.
Yes, thank you.
Not now, 4:45.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, we have half an hour time, and under 1 minute series, all our learned speakers and delegates and members will be speaking. So yes, in 1 minute please, you can speak.
Okay. Meditation, where we take care of this breath and we come up to that level that we can silence our mind. And when the mind is silent, then all the negative vrittis are just goes off. So this is a trick which our ancient rishis have given us, like Patanjali has given us Ashtanga Yoga. If we inculcate all these things in our students since beginning, then we can change the environment, we can change their minds, we can change the air, we can change everything, and that's the meaning of peace I understood. Thank you so much.
Very good.
May I speak out of order?
Please.
Okay, if we try to analyze what exactly are the regions of disturbances of peace, if you analyze all the possible regions, you'll come to the only one conclusion, that unfortunately we are always addicted to just focus our consciousness on the outside reality. When our consciousness is projected outside, we get into the realm of duality. And whenever we exist in the realm of duality, we are bound to get disturbed. So, if you want real solution, so we must learn the art of turning our focus, our consciousness inside. The moment you focus your consciousness inside, you have the realization of non-duality. When you say you are different, I am different, there is bound to be the reason for the conflict. If you want to just transcend all these layers where conflict exists, you'll have to realize something very precious, your ultimate reality. Ultimate reality is the unity, the oneness, or the non-duality. And this is, if this is only an academic jargon, then we all are just wasting our time.
Yes.
First question we must ask whether we ourselves are at peace, or we are simply giving sermon to others. If you are doing that, if your focus is simply to promote your organizations or yourself, then of course you are doing meaningful job. But if you are really sincere about promoting the peace, so we must firstly analyze what are the regions that creates the disturbances in our peace. That is, at a spiritual level, if you analyze, or whatever the causes you have, if you analyze all those causes properly, you will come to the conclusion. It is the concept, the belief of ourselves as different, that you call ego, that you are different, I am different. So you'll have to experience this non-duality at experiential level, not on the academic level. And for that there are so many ways. Time is very limited, so I cannot elaborate on that. But if we do really this thing, and most important, whether we do something at the grassroots level, or we are just full of only verbosity. Unless until we do something at the grassroots level, I don't suppose we are doing anything meaningful. Thank you. Thanks.
Recommending to the, I wish there should be a proposal from this August forum to all the states, all the governments, because I feel that government is equally responsible for this peacelessness. Reason being, there is no uniform justice. The people are divided into sections of the societies. This is the greatest problem. So I just specifically I talk about the Kashmir because I hail from Kashmir. What is the reason? Why it is so? It was very peaceful, and Mahatma Gandhi has also seen that there is the only place where the peace lies, that is only the Kashmir, and he saw the ray of hope. There should be peace throughout the world. But I feel why it has gone from bad to worse. The reason is, I have experienced there is no justice to a common man. This is one reason. The deserving are being ignored, the non-deserving are being put on the jobs. The matriculates are put on the job and the postgraduates are denied, because this is very unfortunate when there is no uniform policy of the state or any country or any government. This lawlessness is going to be there, and this is the reason why there is not a peace, and there is anguish, there is anger, ultimately there is unrest, and what we are facing in Kashmir. जी, please.
हथियारों का व्यापार करने वाले देश कभी भी शांति नहीं चाहते.
And more so, this is very unfortunate. Sir, this is very unfortunate. when we are talking of the peace and why we have permitted this open sale of the arms? Everywhere you just go get a license by in a genuine way or by bribing, you get a license. And what for? When we are the preacher, we believe in Mahatma Gandhi, the peace, who has leaded the whole of the world. And why we need these arms? Every now and then we go and we buy a gun. What for? That means, and secondly, sir, very important, that our law enforcing agency should be made responsible if there is anything happening which is against the society in the particular area. The SHOs, the SDMs, the SP, the DC should be made responsible. Then only we can think of prevailing that the peace should be there in that area. Thank you very much.
Social institutions, economic institutions, and religious institutions. Political systems today are dysfunctional. They have done nothing to unite the country, but they divide the country to get their vote or stay in office. Our economic systems are skewed for the rich. The poor always suffer. Our religious institutions, they are misguided. They promote their own agenda rather than teaching spirituality in religion. Our social institutions, they are very discriminatory. We differentiate between a man and another man. So correspondingly, we have fragmented perspectives on everything, resulting in a state of civilization which is full of hypocrisy, lies, rampant misuse of wealth and power. So we have a society in which there are the haves, the have-nots, and a degraded environment. So how do we clean the mess? This mess can be cleaned only by an educational system which is not run by the government or by big business. Because governments, nation states, are the ones which, on the name of security, are dividing people, dividing nations. And look at the big business. On the name of promoting their own business, they thrive on profit at the cost of millions who cannot purchase or use their product. So we have another division in the society is those who are in the providing world, maybe 2% of the population, which feed the political systems and they rule the world. Middle class. These people are there in comfort zones. They have a corporate mindset. They know what is going wrong, but they will not do anything to correct the situation because they are in their comfort zones. There is a vast majority of the neglected and the marginalized people who are completely ignored by everyone. So the Institute of Global Harmony has come forward to devise a system for the marginalized and the ignorant people. So what is going to bring the people together? We have been talking about peace and spirituality. Spirituality, by definition, sees me in the other. Atma